fuel filter replacement in a BMW E90. So this is the fuel filter here, and as you can see the arrow, you want to have that faced in the direction of the engine, so after the tank, fuel comes in that way, filters out and goes out that way. And the location of that is, this is the front of the car here. If you go back and you see this cover here needs to come down, so we have 8mm screws that are holding it up. You want to go around all them, take them down, and let's see if I can get up here. There you go. And as you can see, there is the fuel filter just up inside there. So I have the plastic pushed out of the way. There was one 8mm that didn't want to move, so what I did was I left that in position, and this bracket here, which has a 10mm on it, I took that out, so I was able to swing it up out of the way. It also keeps it up if you want to do it that way too. This is 13mm here, which is a bracket to hold the filter in position. We have a Phillips or a flathead, either or, which will open that. And then you have this clip here, which pulls down, and you pull that back out that way. So I'm going to remove this clip and this, disconnect these first, and then I'm going to remove from the bracket. The reason I do that is it'll keep that firm. If this is tight or that is tight, you will have the filter in position and you'll be able to hold it against it when you're removing them. So as you can see, I have the fuel filter pipes disconnected now, and I'm just catching it into the oil drainer. I have the 13mm just loosened, so I'm going to take that down fully. I also recommend anytime you're doing a fuel filter like this to wear your goggles in case you get splashed. So that's nearly down. I'm going to take that down now, bring it over to the bench and remove this filter completely out of that. So I have the fuel filter out now. As always, you compare one to the other, make sure it's the correct one, which in this case it is. The next thing I will do is remove this torque head here, which is a T20. We'll take that out, loosens up this bracket, and then I'm able to fit the new filter in there. What you can do is you can put the fuel filter back in, but keep it reasonably loose, and then you can tighten that up when it's in position. That's what I will be doing. Okay, I have the filter started to put back up in position. I have this put on loosely. The reason why I leave this loose is because you can move it back and over, so you can make sure that the tension on the pipe on this side is correct. So we'll say if it was slid too much this way, that would be forcing that to try and crimp, and also that the distance is right in between, so this isn't stretched on this side either. With that in position, I just need to pop that back in, tighten them up, and that's done. Also, even though there is a directional arrow that I spoke about earlier, you can't mix these ones up because of the fittings on either side is very noticeable as to which way it goes. So with that said, I'll put this all back together and start the engine, and this will be this job completed. The fuel filter is back in position and all the covers are back on. I'm just in the car now, I'm about to start it. That service warning, I have to reset that as well because I've done a full service on this car today. As you can hear it swinging, you don't let it swing too long, knock it off. You always want to stop and start on the swinging to make sure that the starter doesn't run for too long, and then we start again, and as you can see, started up with no issue. So anytime that you're doing a fuel filter, if you don't fill the filter up completely, or even if you do in some cases, the car takes quite a considerable amount of time to start. It has to eradicate all the air that's in the lines and fill that fuel filter that has been emptied, so you don't want to allow it to continue to crank. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.